Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Stankysocks with another video game pickup. It's been a while. These are some games I picked up, some online, some I picked up in the streets. And when I mean on the streets, I had to beat up, babies, actual physical babies, little tiny ass babies who were holding this Nintendo cartridge and wouldn't let this cartridge go. And I was like, yo, you're gonna have to come up with on this Nintendo cartridge. What is this Nintendo cartridge, you ask? I said, well, it's part of, a few games, like I said, I got online and beating up babies. Just say that. Just beating up babies. I know it makes me a horrible person, beating up babies. But sometimes, look, you got to get a win wherever you can get a win at. So that being said, this game that I hold in my hand, I didn't even know it existed for the Nintendo. It is Wayne Gretzky Hockey. I've never played it. Looking forward to playing it. I don't know if it plays like ice hockey or Blades of Steel. I hope it plays as good. I just hope that it's good. We're going to find out shortly because I'm going to play it on this sports video game channel, whether it's on this one or it's on one of my other channels. Make sure to be on the lookout for some Wayne Gretzky Hockey for the NES. Up next, I got, not we, like we, is NBA Action, the loose cartridge, 95, starring David Robinson for the Sega Genesis. Played 94, liked 94. I think I rented this one as a kid from Blockbuster. I think I got grounded. I just remember, I think I did rent this one and I ended up getting grounded, but I can't remember the reason that I got grounded. Or maybe I just don't want to sit there and share because it's a little too, it's like I got grounded for something stupid, of course. Like you always, as a kid, you always get grounded for something stupid that you did and you realize later, yeah, I was pretty stupid. Up next, we got a couple of Game Boy games. Definitely one I owned that I owned, and another one I didn't own as a kid. This is just something I recently picked up. I did own the first one in this trilogy on the Game Boy. So the first one is Tecmo Bowl. I've definitely been playing the mess out of this on the Game Boy. I definitely love playing Tecmo Bowl. I love the first one probably more than Super Tecmo Bowl. Everybody loves Super Tecmo Bowl. That's their holy grail. They swear by it. But this one, I like it. It plays the same as it does on the NES. Definitely a fun game. Had this game many times. Sold this game many times. Got this game back many times. So I'm glad to have it back into the collection. Something definitely we'll be finding on the channel sometime soon in the near future. Near future could be tomorrow. Just stay tuned. Up next is I owned the first game in this trilogy, but I didn't own this version of the game. And the first one sucked, but as a kid, you just take what you can get. Then this is Mortal Kombat 3. I said for the Game Boy, I heard it's really bad. I will play it at some point. I just have not got around to it because I've got other games I've been playing as of late. But definitely glad to have this game in the collection. Up next, I got a couple of Switch games. One I'm playing currently and one I plan on playing after the recording of this said video. The one that I'm playing right now is Advance Wars 1 and 2. I'm playing it on my little gameplay channel. A very fun game. I had the one on the Game Boy Advance. I had one of the games on the Game Boy Advance, and I have one for the DS, a loose cartridge of it. Definitely fun, very challenging, frustrating at times. It took me 3 hours for one battle. On one of the boards, I was struggling. It took 3 hours to, figure everything out to get that win. I got a D ranking, but definitely Advance Wars 1 and 1 plus 2 definitely was worth the wait. I don't know if it was worth $60 to pay for. In a sense, I could say yeah, because I did, I've got like many hours logged into this game, but 60, come on, at 40 would have been more of a better reach, or even 39. but definitely I'm enjoying playing this at this moment. The next Switch game that I have is The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. I love Zelda. Every time a Zelda game come out, I gotta get it, or gotta go get it from the backlog. If I don't have it, I definitely am going to be playing this right after the recording. Been looking forward to playing this. Been working really hard, working. I'm tired. I'm tired. Work gets you tired when you just work a lot of hours, but definitely looking to log in maybe about 5 or 6 hours before I gotta go right back to work. Definitely gonna get into some of this Zelda. Crack it open. New game smell. Definitely. Up next is a repro game. It is for the Sega Dreamcast. I seen it on like Radical Reggie's channel, so it's kind of like interesting because it's a sports game, and for the Dreamcast, it's this game called Dirty Pigskin. Looks nice. Looks like it's a brand new, or just how the packaging is. Dreamcast game. Plays like NFL Blitz, so definitely you will be seeing this game on the channel. I love Blitz. If you know that, I'm a very much Blitz and NBA Jam fanatic and champion. So if you will ever come to Beaumont, California, and you looking to get those hands and get beat in NBA Jam, as long as it's not NBA Jam Extreme, we ain't playing that bullcrap. But if it's like, NBA Jam Tournament Edition, it's Hang Time or whatever, you definitely get those hands. But this is nice little repro. I'm definitely gonna buy more from this seller on Etsy. Definitely, I like the packaging and how it looks, and it's nice to have any kind of Dreamcast, because Dreamcast games complete are very, very expensive, and I don't have a massive Dreamcast collect. I have more of a massive Japanese Dreamcast games because they're a lot cheaper than the American version. But I definitely want something I can just play on the Dreamcast without having to pop in and do any kind of magic tricks in CDs to get the Japanese games to work. Up next, I kind of have a couple of loose games. Yeah, I have a couple of loose games. I have one game loose for the original Xbox. I'm just like, usually I like to have games with the case and the booklet, but I'm kind of getting to the point like, look, I just want to be able to play the game, and it's not so much in the because it's just going to be in my collection anyway, and that is Gaiden. Ninja Gaiden for the original Xbox. I love the Ninja Gaiden series. Nintendo version. Yeah, I suck at it, but I like to play it. It's very solid, but I just really suck at it. Like I suck at a lot of Nintendo games. Like it's just I don't know. It's just those games are really challenging. Even as a kid, they were really challenging. I beat one of the Mega Man games, and I beat Mario. I think two of the Mario games. But Nintendo games are really hard. Original Nintendo games are really, really hard. Game Boy games, I probably beat more Game Boy games. One, because it's shorter, and even though they are challenging, they're not as challenging. I might have to get a Game Genie. We're going to, yeah, I think on the next pickup it's going to be a Nintendo Game Genie. I'm going to get a Game Genie. But anyways, it's nice to have Ninja Gaiden in there. It's loose stuff. The next up I've got some, I think, what are these? Some PlayStation games. First one, this is loose, and this is NBA Live 99. I think I have, I played 98 because I played as the New York Knicks, like a little season, a mini season of the New York Knicks for the original PlayStation. I was trying to pick up a complete copy of this. I just couldn't find what at the price I wanted to pay for. So I just picked this up. I think this one got actually thrown into the little bundle thing that I bought. But I think this came from the bundle. But definitely, I'm glad to have this. I probably will get it complete at some point. But definitely want to play. Who's on the cover? I think, what is this? The Celtics. So is Antoine Walker on there? I think that is Antoine Walker on there. So definitely, this is a nice pickup. Trying to get back my NBA Live collection, so I'm trying to get all the ones on the Sega Genesis, on the Super Nintendo, Not the bad game on the Game Boy. Yeah, they have NBA Live 95 on there, and it's really bad, and it's hard to really look at. Even when you put it like the Super Game Boy up there, it's still, it's not fun. It's like playing Madden 95 on the Game Boy. Struggle, struggle, struggle city. So up next, another loose copy. Well, this is actually, it's a case, but it doesn't have the cover art. And this is Power Move Pro Wrestling right now. Yeah, so I'm steadily just building up my original PlayStation wrestling collection. I'm probably going to go after the ECW games next. That'll probably be that. And then the WCW games. I think I have Thunder. Yeah, I think I have Thunder. I think Thunder is the one I have. But this is definitely, a dope game. Um, we'll definitely play, post some of this up on the channel. I don't know if I'm gonna do like a 30, little season. Like I like to doing seasons and stuff like 30 days. Like we'll play 30 days of just one game. Or I just, maybe play a couple and just post it, throughout the week or something, or throughout several weeks. But definitely this is a fun game. Kind of polygon-y. You can see it. Here it's kind of scratched up in the back, but it is what it is, what it is, what it is. Definitely fun game. Power Move Wrestling. Love my wrestling games, even if they're bad games. You can definitely get some real nice gameplay. It's just fun to watch the evolution of how wrestling games came from. Like, I'm gonna have to go through the NES and just get some of those bad WWF games of the past. Like, yeah, can't wait. Sounds great. Oh, up next, got a couple more sports games for the PlayStation, for the original PlayStation. It's just NBA Shootout 97. I don't have any of the 90s ones. I know I got the 2000 shootouts, but it's definitely nice to have, what is this, Eddie Jones on the cover. I loved Eddie Jones. Eddie Jones was an underrated Laker, and just an underrated player overall. I can't think of who I would compare him to currently, not at this moment. Maybe if I thought about it a little bit longer. But it's definitely love playing these NBA games on the original PlayStation, and that's the messed up part about it too, is that you had a variety of different, like you had Capcom's basketball game, you had NBA Live, you had just a bevy of just different sports games or within that genre, so you had a different flavor and different take on the games. As of now, it's just like, shit, I wish Live would come back, or like somebody else would make, how they trying to make, like, sports football games, like, maximum football and access football. I wish somebody would do that with basketball. As let's get the NBA license and be able to make something and give 2K a competition, because 2K, I'm not sure how I feel about 23. I think I like 21 better than I like 23. I skipped 22 altogether, but it's been up and down for me. Like 18 was 19 I really liked, but so it's like, I don't know, man. I just wish there were more variety in sports basketball games in general. The last game that I have for the PlayStation, the original one, is Knockout Kings. Been wanting to have this in a while. Just like I said, I'm trying to work on my wrestling games, trying to work on my boxing games. I think there's one UFC or maybe two UFC games for the original PlayStation. So I'm just kind of like getting those, like the boxing. I can't wait to get into this. I think this will probably be, I'm going to do the season mode on this. I'm not sure if it'll be for this channel or it'll be for one of my other channels. I'm thinking it's going to be for one of my other channels. It's going to be more of a surprise. I'm going to create a character and I'm going to go through a season and see what happens, see if I can win it all. If I can go for gold, I can be that dude, that dude. Maybe I won't be that dude. Maybe I'll get my ass kicked and I'll just give up and say this game sucks, and maybe have to do a review on it. I don't know. Can't wait to play it though. Okay, let's finish this stuff out. Got a couple of games for the PlayStation 3. Got Burnout Paradise. Picked this up recently. I don't think I've ever played Burnout Paradise. It's nice to have in the collection. I know they got it on the PlayStation 4. Um, but I just wanted it on the PlayStation 3. Been a like kind of a Jones kind of fix to play the PlayStation 3. So plugging that back in to play this. Up next is Injustice: Gods Among Us. I feel I have this game already. I don't know. I'd have to go through the collection. I either got this or I'm just confusing it with Mortal Kombat, but definitely, or I think, what is it? Justice League versus Mortal Kombat. I don't know, but I remember playing this and actually beating the story mode. I did the thing. I liked playing a game, but then I didn't because I hated in the story mode that you had to sit there and play it as different superheroes. And I want, and I don't like that where I have to play as everybody to complete the story mode. Meaning you have to, for some parts, you'd have to play as, let's say, Green Arrow or something. And I don't really want to play as Green Arrow. I want to just be Batman. And I don't like somebody denying me a Batman, but definitely a fun game. The second one is very, 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 very fun. I hope they have a third Injustice. I know they're coming out with Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter 6. Definitely gonna pick Street Fighter 6 up day one. But definitely this is a good fighting game. Definitely a good fighting game. Especially got some friends. I'm trying to get some friends. Trying to start like a fighting game or like sports video game club out here. Just right now it's kind of hard finding the people, but I'm going to try to make that happen and maybe show some footage of me whooping that ass in video games with fellow people in the Inland Empire. The Inland Empire. Okay, up next I have a Wii game, and that is Alien Syndrome. Very underrated, very fun game, very cheap game. I played this on, also I think it's on the PlayStation Portable, the PSP, but definitely this is a fun game. I might do gameplay of this. May do it as a Halloween special, or just might just do it just to play the game, just for the hell of for kicks and giggles. Hook up one of the Wii's, and definitely a fun underrated game. Very cheap if you can get it. I'm not gonna say hidden gem. It's not a hidden gem, but this, and I think it's Centipede. Those are very underrated good games. You can get them also. I think they're on. I want to sit there and say the 3DS. So like if you get Centipede, it's like a shooter action, but it's more action game. It's not like it's based off the original Centipede, but not in the sense of it's more of a modern, up to date take. Like they did that like with a couple of like Centipede and stuff like that. And damn, what's that game called? Space Invaders, like the Space Invaders Extreme. I know they had it for the I want to say the DS and for the PlayStation Portable. Like if you find those like cheap, pick them up. Those are very fun games. I'm sitting there. This is a recommendation from me telling you that if you find those games, very fun games. Just like fun games that won't break the wallet and won't put you in the poorhouse. You know. Okay, next up for the Xbox 360. It's been a while since I bought an Xbox 360 game, and it is The Force Unleashed. I remember playing it on the Wii, and I was just with the Wii nunchucks and just hitting myself in the face. Fun game, but I want to just be able to play it with a regular ass, just regular controls. No hitting myself in the face with the Wii, but definitely a fun game. The second one I think is even better. I had both at one point in time, but I think I had them both on the Wii. I know it came out on the PlayStation 3. Also, I think on the PlayStation 2 as well. Definitely a fun Star Wars game if you're like looking for some old Star Wars. And my last game that I picked up is Naruto Ultimate Ninja 2 for the PlayStation 2. I don't know if I had the first one. I remember having the first one and playing that back in the day. I think when GameStop stopped selling PlayStation 2 games and the PlayStation 3 came out, and I was just picking up a bunch of games for the hell of just picking up a bunch of games. Definitely, definitely. I remember people playing this all the time. I can't really say this version is fun. I remember playing the original, but I remember people in college. Like I was at a community college, and damn, I forgot it was in Michigan. It was OCC. I was at OCC, and on one of the campuses, they would be playing this all the time on the PlayStation 2 in the hallways and stuff in between classes. And it looks fun. You know, definitely if I get that fighting, game league up, or like the sports game league, definitely we're gonna have to play some of this. And some of that Dragon Balls. Like, I need to get some Dragon Ball games, like the fighting games on the PlayStation 2. Definitely. I have one last thing that is non-video game related that I want to sit there and say, or what I picked up. You see some toys in the background. We got King Shark, and we got some old school ass Transformers because I'm trying to build Computron. But like, I got the robots, but the pieces themselves cost an arm and a leg just to get the head, the shield, the fist, the feet, so I can have, and the gun, to have the complete version of Computron. Man, toys is expensive. It's not so much they expensive. It's just the pieces, like trying to get the guns and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna take my time, and it's just gonna be in little mini robot forms, not big ass Computron form just as yet. But that's not what I picked up. I picked up Marvel's Legend, Rogue, the Age of Apocalypse Rogue, with the Build-A-Figure of Colossus. I got two more pieces to pick up Colossus. So meaning the piece I got to get is Cyclops, emo ass Cyclops, and Legion. I don't know anything about this dude. I think he killed Professor X. Like, this was Professor X's son, and he killed him. Like, he was trying to kill Magneto when in the past. I'm ordering the Age of Apocalypse X-Men book, or the hardcover or something like that, so I can be able to read the story. But I just thought I seen these stuff at work, and it kind of just like, on clearance. Not this one particular, but like most of them, like Magneto, Sabretooth, and Black Cat, Sabretooth, Black Cat, and seeing them at work. You see Black or Shadowcat right there. Shadowcat and Iceman, they just chilling. Those I got from work. But I don't know. It's just kind of just like, I don't know, the Marvel Legends thing, and just like, for me, it's like, I don't know. It's just something new to collect. And plus, if you can get it cheap on clearance, definitely. If you get toys on clearance, or you get a lot of something in a lot, not a lot, like, but a lot, lot of toys, definitely it'd be worth picking up. I just wanted to just build this Colossus figure because he looks badass. I kind of like the bulkiness of, like, especially a toy and it's bulky and it feels, it's got some weight to it. And I guess right now it's kind of just like just going back in the past and stuff, and things that you like, or just even new toys, like, you got newer version of toys, or just going back to, let me see, damn, I'm dropping stuff. The 90s version of, like, the Toy Biz line. So this is Shatterstar. Just a lot smaller. Toys were a lot smaller then, a lot more, didn't have all the articulation, everything's all stiff and stuff. But this toy is like, what, 20, 30 years old, right? Like 30 years old. But just the heaviness of it, and it feels great. Like, you could kill a man just chucking this toy, right? You could just like kill like 5 dudes in one swoop. We're not promoting about killing people, except in some video games, but it's just funny just to compare the toys of today and yesterday, and just kind of like, I don't know, it's just exciting. But definitely this has been this video game pickup. I can't just say sports, video games. It's been all over the place. But thank you for watching, and tune in to the next time. I don't know if I'm going to be collecting any games anytime soon. Kind of taking a pause outside of Street Fighter 6. I'm going to be taking a pause, maybe not. We'll see how the money is and how the work is. If you're working a lot of hours, then yeah, I got a lot more money to spend, but I might want to spend it on some watches. Got a hot date coming up. Maybe 7 hot dates after this video, when you see this video. Until then, next time, my name is Stankysocks. Peace out.